Welcome back once again, everybody, to For the Love of Gaming. Here we have Chrono by Silent Martyr. Silent Martyr, take it away.
Hello, everybody. This is Chrono Trigger New Game Plus, running on a Super Nintendo. I will be running the Japanese version as it's a little quicker with the text. We're going to be doing a quick and spicy run here where we're going to gain control of Chrono and Marl and then just run right to Lavos. I have to do a little bit of manipulation to control the RNG, so we're going to do that by waiting a specific amount of time at the load screen where we choose which file we're going to start with. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of silent counting, and then we will see the opening transition and then start the timer once we gain control of Chrono. So, let's start with the setup. I have a BPM counter that is used to match the amount of time that I need to wait for. So, we do wait mode for menuing purposes. It allows for better control of the RNG as well as the ability to do inputs during animations for attacks so that we don't lose RNG. It can change, RNG can change in this game in battle with any input at all. So it requires us to really be precise with what we're doing, and this carries through to all the game's runs that are RNG manipulated. Very precise. We don't really have to worry too much about it in this run. Okay, start in 3, 2, 1. Just gonna mash through some names. We don't actually have to change them because it's such a short run. And thank you for the good luck. So we're just gonna fly up, run into Marl, and we're gonna position ourselves in a way that we can actually get her to run into Chrono's laying body and get through one of her text screens. We'll speed it up just a little bit. Oh, I missed it. That's too bad. Not a big deal. But if we had done that, she would be more closer to the stairs. So we've got our first menu, well, our only menu, coming up here. Thanks to Chrono Trigger allowing you to equip in shops, we're going to do this all in the shop, so... We're basically maxing Chrono out and giving Marl the Prism Helm so that she can... missed candy skip. That's okay. We give Marl a Prism Helm so she's immune to status effects, and that's all we really need her for. I messed up candy skip there. It's a pretty difficult skip, but you can actually sneak past the trigger that opens that up, and then it will allow you to just blast through this next section. So I'm going to jump into a menu here, this transition. Set the battle speed to 2 and the battle memory to on. Now we just have to, hopefully with the RNG on point, just give Chrono a Luminaire. Yeah, we're gonna be a little off RNG here, but that's fine. We'll just do a backup. It's not a huge issue. One of the best things about this run is your runs don't really die. It's more, you just lose time because you don't have the optimal RNG setup. And I could tell that the RNG is off based on the damage done to Marl and Chrono in that first barrage that Lavos throws at us. But since we're so powered up, this save is a max file. So Chrono and Marl are completely maxed out stat-wise. They're at star level. All the stats that matter are at star, which is 100 for our purposes. Yeah, we blow the shell up with a quick Luminaire Ice Sword 2 combination, and then this next section is going to be very similar, where we're just going to be spending a lot of time Luminairing. And Marl is our backup. She will be giving Chrono Ethers to replenish his MP, as well as doing the finishing attack, which will be Ice 2. Now, the RNG is very precise for this fight. Lavos may get an extra attack if the timing's off. Or not the timing, the damage. The damage is off, because it's very, very precise how close the amount of damage ends up being. Oh, I was a little too slow. That's okay. Oh, only one arm got the attack off. Wow. Okay, that's pretty rare. Usually if you miss the timing, both arms get an attack, but Marl will live. Well, she might die to this. That's okay. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just have to give Chrono the MP himself. So yeah, it'll be a little bit slower, but not a big deal. That's why it's important to know the backups. Just to be safe. Chrono with the 666 MP, or HP. This might be enough. Yep. Yeah, so that's a decent backup for when Marl goes down, is to just Ether Chrono himself, and then do a Chrono attack. And because the Rainbow has a 70% crit rate, it's pretty much guaranteed that he's going to crit there, and that's enough to do it. But again, ideally there, we would have Marl up, and she would Ice 2, and that would finish off the inner Lavos fight. So yeah, that was just 5 Luminaires, and then the Ice 2. If we were faster, Lavos wouldn't have got off that last attack. Okay, let's see if we can get the menu here. Nope, okay. You can skip menus if you, like, perfectly open menu during a black transition, but it has to be completely black screen. And also, thanks to Chrono Trigger not killing, permanent, like, when a player drops in Chrono Trigger, they are revived at the end of the fight. So we'll do 2 Luminaires here. That'll finish off the inner bit. Yep, he gets to do his little song and dance. Since he's in, since we're in the Millennial Fair, or 1000 AD era of this fight, he does a Chaos-style attack. And since we have Prism Helm equipped, we don't have to worry about any stats effects like that. And then we'll just need to hit 3 more of these, and that should do it. He'll probably get the revive off. Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna get the revive off, but that's okay. We're gonna outspeed anything major that can happen here. Yeah, as you saw, Marl's not super important, but she does speed things up by being able to give Chrono his Hyper Ethers. So this will drop the middle bit, but that should be time. Nope. Yep. So that's time. I go off you go off the right bit, but the middle bit died first. And there it is. That is it.
Nice.
Yeah, again, this is a very short and sweet run. I'm a big proponent of people learning this. Flashing warning right here for any of you with those kind of epilepsy type issues.
I blinked and it was over.
Yeah, no, it's a great run to learn to get into Chrono Trigger speedrunning for any sort of manipulated runs, like no lava shell skip, if you want to do all bosses. Any of the runs that are manipulated will use almost all the tech used in this run. So it's a great gateway into learning how to speedrun Chrono Trigger, and most importantly, learning how to properly manipulate the RNG for Chrono Trigger. As you could see in the run, it's very precise. If you make even the minor amount of error, it can throw all your strategy off. But since I've done tons of grinding on the game, I have pretty much every backup based on whatever scenario ends up happening. So, just like any speedrun, that's always good to know. Yeah, that's...
Well, very nicely done.
Thank you.
Do you have any shout-outs you'd like to make?
I mean, the Chrono Trigger community is, without a doubt, the best speedrunning community. That they are just we're so friendly. We're always welcoming new members. We have a Discord set up, and we have such an in-depth wiki, and it's a wiki for each of the main categories. And I was using the wiki for the New Game Plus, chronowiki.com or chrono.wiki.com. Wiki dot is spelled out, but the other two dots are not. It's the best resource on the planet for speedrunning. It's got everything you need, all the way down to, as I said, we have BPM monitors that will allow us, because of the timing that we need to do for loading the game correctly. It's got those. It's got 3 different options. We actually have Ayla dancing, Robo blinking, or Luca adjusting her glasses. All of those are set to the right BPM, and you can use whichever one works for you visually. And then just
hilarious.
Personal shoutouts to Red Slash, 840 Rigs, El Gran Jerry, some of the other big time runners in the community that are like always around in the Discord and ready to help out if you guys are looking into getting into New Game Plus or any of the other Chrono Trigger speedruns.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much once again for that run. That actually signifies the end of my hosting shift, but don't worry, you're not going to have to miss me, because I will actually be doing the next run, which is Alpha Prime. I'm super excited to be doing that, and I'll be passing off the host throne to Mr. Crazy.
Thanks so much for having me.